Kilarigbo Live TV.
Dr. Olajide Abiodun Baba today. I'm the special advisor to Mr. Governor of Lagos State on EGIS and planning matters. So EGIS is Enterprise Geographic Information System. So together with the special advisor housing, who is the person who is actually working with the Nigerian police, heading a committee that I'm part of. We were working with the Nigerian police on ensuring that the lives, the safety of lives and properties within the barracks is adhered to. I would want to say something that probably has happened in the last 3 weeks. In the last 3 weeks, the Lagos State Building Control, headed by Architect Bola Oki. I know that the staff of the Lagos State Building Control are here. Please raise up your hand if you are from Lagos State Building Control. I think Lagos State Building Control is here, right? Oh, okay, yes. So they are there seated. So the Lagos State Building Control from time to time would usually have a publication of properties in Lagos that they have tested and found to be not fit for living, because it's part of their mandate and responsibility to give certification for fitness and habitation. When you construct a building, they do the staging while the construction is going on after you have received approval from the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority. So the Lagos State Building Control will do the staging up until the point where the building is ready for occupation. If they have not gone through all the processes of staging it with you, they may not be able to give you that certification. And also in the law that established LAPCA, LAPCA also continues to give certification every 5 years. So every 5 years, you're expected to apply for certification so that they can tell you, just like a human being. Human beings do get tired and die as well. Buildings also will not be there forever. So sometimes the integrity of the building is compromised by so many factors, which we cannot begin to go into today. So the same thing has happened to some of the structures of the Nigerian police force. And the Nigerian police force has been made aware of this by the Lagos State Building Control Agency, and also the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Agency that is headed by Honorable Toke Benson, who is the special advisor for housing. 3 weeks ago, as I was saying, we had publications in the newspaper where we have told members of the public we've published about 1,000 properties around Lagos, that we feel are not fit for habitation. And we're asking the people to come forward, to carry out integrity tests together with the Lagos State Building Control, so that we either give certification or we find remedial steps, to ensuring that those properties do not become a threat, to the people who are inhabiting those properties. But it is not the same process for public institutions like the Nigerian police. So instead of publishing properties that belong to the Nigerian police in newspapers, as we have done 3 weeks ago, we'll just notify the Nigerian police so that we'll collectively reach a decision as to what to do about these public structures. So a decision has now been reached, which is to regenerate. So regeneration is bringing back life. When you bring back life to something, it's as if the person becomes like a newborn baby. So we want a situation where the barracks will become like newborn. It will be a rebirth, it will be revitalized, it will be regenerated, it will be renovated, so that people can live, in peace in those buildings without the fear of collapse and all of this. And as you know, part of the things that are trending in Lagos now is the issue of collapsed building, and we have several committees. We are looking into all of these things, and we do not want even the policemen who live in the back, to fall victim of buildings that they do not know when they were constructed, buildings that they really do not have any control over, and it's within the purview of the Nigerian police headship to do something about this with the guidance of the Lagos State government. And approval has been given for us as Lagos State to work with the Nigerian police force, and that's exactly what we are doing. Sorry, I'm dressed like this. I'm coming from site. This is one of the things that we do, to go to site and inspect properties and make sure that everything complies or they adhere to extant laws. Thank you very much. Before I answer that question, let me first start by saying that even the Lagos State also has what you call a security trust fund, and majorly it is to support the police and the security agencies operating within the state. So let me put that on the table first. The second thing is, I want to inform you that the Lagos State government have been building police barracks and donating to the police, and also building police stations and donating to the police. I know the chief of staff still went to commission one police station that was built like 2 months ago that the Lagos State government has donated to the police. Now, in terms of this particular effort to regenerate the barracks within our jurisdiction, one of the things that the Lagos State government will be doing to support, we'll be giving all kinds of permits. That is a support. You understand? Because without those permits, there is no way that those projects can take place within this state, because the law clearly spells it out that we must give those permits, even though the police is a federal government agency.
And the permit is free of charge.
Well, I will defer to my colleague to talk about that. And then also, in terms of infrastructure, I'm also aware that no matter what, the Lagos State government will be providing some infrastructure to some of these barracks, and also providing some other forms of support.
This is support.
And then the first PRO was talking about housing. Housing has to be provided wherever the policemen live, or wherever the policemen work. Because they're actually positioned there for security purposes. So in that respect, the Ministry of Housing, where the SA Housing is the special advisor to the government on housing, what they do is to build houses. I know that if the Lagos State government has houses in those places, I would not say that the Lagos State government will give out the houses. I will allow to talk about it, but at least, as much as possible, the Lagos State government will also make available the houses that we have to house policemen during the period of construction. There's something that I need to talk about, even though that question is not actually directed at the Lagos State government, but in terms of the duration of the project, the SA Housing has actually sent me something, but I'll just talk from our laws, because by the time a project is going beyond 3 years, it becomes an abandoned project. So we know that within 3 years, when we give approval, that project must be completed. So once there's an approval, we are going to monitor and make sure that the Nigerian police completes the project within 2 to 3 years. And then lastly, I want to say that in terms of support from Lagos State also is the fact that we do not have to be publishing properties of Nigerian police force that are dilapidated. We are not a media house where we start talking, but we relate with them, and from time to time we tell them the conditions of their building, because we have an agency called material testing that goes around.
Kilarigbo Live TV, ìkànnì amúlùdún àkọ́kọ́ tó ń gbé àṣà àti ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ Yorùbá lárugẹ.
Atagbantagba lóde tagbangba ló ti pápá tó ní kí ló ní tagbangba ó ṣe.
Àwọn gbàǹkọ́gbìn alárinrin ètò ọ̀dọ́ wa ló sodo sí.
Mo lè má lè sọ òyìnbó púpọ̀, but inú Yorùbá tí mò ń sọ àwọn kan yọ Yorùbá ń bẹ̀.
Ṣé báwa náà kọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba ni kámú láti Kilarigbo Unlimited.
Kilarigbo Unlimited ládùn ètò tí kò láfiwé.
Alárakúàrà.
Orí ètò Alárakúàrà ní àwàyè lórí Kilarigbo TV.
Mo lo ata, tomatoes, àlùbọ́sà, ẹyin, mo lo carrot, mo dẹ̀ tún fi hot dog náà sí.
Mélòó la fẹ́ kà nínú eyín Adépèlé KPK kò gbọ̀kẹ̀. Kilarigbo ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ká ṣe àkálẹ̀ àwọn ayẹyẹ lọ́nà tí ìgbàlódé léyìí tẹ́yìn ó sì gbádùn ẹ̀.
Ọba sọ́yọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ jábẹ́sì padà, ìwọ ni Olúwa wá fàyè mi ṣe yanu.
Kilarigbo Live TV gbọ́n pa ẹ̀. Fún ìpolówó ọjà tàbí àkálẹ̀ èyíkéyìí ayẹyẹ tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe, ìyún event coverage pẹ̀lú owó tí ò gani lára. Kilarigbo Live TV, ẹ̀rọ amóhùnmáwòrán tíá.